all superstars players, all players that became superstars, they came from the gutter. We came from the street. We play, our life is on the street, and then we found ourselves, to be, where we, God bless us to be. In this generation, you can only pick 1, 2, 3 players that, stumble. In Nigeria, Victor Osimhen is one of them because he was a hawker on the street. He sells water, he ran to chess bosses for people to buy. See that whenever he's playing. You can see that zeal that I don't want to go back to that suffering. I have a platform. God have blessed me with a platform, for myself and for my family and all those that are around me. You understand? So each one of them was, may so rest in peace, Rashidi Yekini. First time, when I jumped over the fence of a stadium, and Rashidi Yekini was playing for a team called UNTL, United Textile, Limited, United Nigerian Textile Limited. And they played KTL, and they beat KTL 13-1. And Rashidi Yekini alone scored 9 goals. Sexy goals. Understand?
What do you mean by sexy goals?
Not a tap in, with his speed, with his good shooting, and and I just fell in love with Rashidi Yekini. And at the end run, the way the good Lord wants it, I was together with Rashidi Yekini at that young age in the national team. And that 90, gives me that goosebump every time I think about it, because of being alongside the 2 strikers that pierced myself and Rashidi Yekini when I idolized him. You see a Nigerian team, for example, the immigration, like we call it, regime now most of them are not from the ghetto. They don't know the pain of how to struggle and suffer, but they have the talent, but they don't have that heart to say that, okay, this is my country, this is where I came from. When I had the opportunity to play for Ranchers Beach, that was a team that I played my first professional football. I was in year 5 in the secondary school, and I remember when I went to the first training, I was in the car, I couldn't come out. You understand? Because they have to look where somebody came and said, listen, why don't you come out? And we were playing Aztec Mimosa in the Waffle Cup final. We beat them 3-1, in Kaduna in Nigeria. And then I think we lost 2-1, in Abidjan. And then we won it. In that game, I scored 2 goals, which Westerhoff was there. And after the game, we were all celebrating, and our curator, Oliver, came and said, there is an Oyibo man that wants to see you. And I said, what the hell, what do I have to do with an Oyibo man? And he pulled my hand, come. And then he dragged me, and we went, and I met Westerhoff for the first time, and he shook my hand. He said, you're a very good player. And I said, I know.
You told him that?
Yeah. and I said, I know.
Where did you get the confidence from?
This is Daniel Amokachi. I'm from the military background. Okay. My dad is military. Everything about us is military. So that's where our confidence came from.
Okay.
You understand? And I said, I know. And then he said, do you know me? And I said, no.
But did you know him, or you just?
I don't.
Okay.
The thought of him being a scout and all that never came to mind, because back in the days, nobody talks about scouts coming in and all that, And he said, I'm Clemens Westerhoff, I'm the Nigerian Green Eagles coach. And I said, okay. And he said, I want you to play for the Green Eagles. And I said, but I'm just becoming 16. And he said, yes. He said, I want you to come and play with some of the players in this team. You're a very good player, and you are 16, but it's not you being 16. You will help Nigeria to qualify for the first World Cup and to win the African Cup of Nations in '94. And this is what Westerhoff said.
Did you believe him?
Do I believe him? I don't even know what he was talking about. But it was here in my head, and I keep it. It all came to pass. Okay. It all came to pass. I became a Clement Westerhoff favorite. He loves the way I play my football. My nickname, the Bull, was given to me by Westerhoff.
Why?
Because of my style of football. I remember when we were training one day, he just put me on the side. He said, keep watching. Every day, day 1, day 2, day 3, he never starts when we're playing 11v11. He keeps me beside him. He said, watch the game, read the game. And when I put you in, your kind of football, go and bully everybody. You understand? And then that's where they named the Bull, and he said you are bullying people and you have the strength like a buffalo. So that's where one good thing about football is you want that win. The emotion comes, either you win or you lose. There's always a happy or a sad emotional aspect of life. It's not just Nigeria. I think it's a global football, especially in Africa, where we don't have that fundamental, grooming aspect. Only probably in the North Africa that you get that, or in the southern region, probably only South Africa. But our generation is key because when you look at the league himself, is huge. You have a lot of stars, in the Nigerian league. We say we are the lucky ones because we know a lot of quality players who are far, far better than us, but they never got that stardom and that wealth that the beautiful game of football gives. Talking about the generation going deep, we live in a world where everything is getting so easy.